Hi, my name is Taylor Morton. I am doing this video for the Safe School project on bullying for ITL 530. My project is more based on staff development. Teachers are the front of the classroom and they set those expectations. And are those expectations setting good expectations that are against bullying? And taking the time to kind of put ourselves in our students' shoes again and remembering. And are we creating that positive environment for them where they can feel safe? The first activity I would like to do is to have everybody sitting around each other so there could be a visual representation of who's been affected by bullying. So my first question would be, have you ever been called a name like dumb, stupid, fat, or anything along those lines that affected you and it hurt you? You know, think about, were you sad? Were you mad? Did you retaliate? Did you become reclusive and draw back from people? And then think about, did anybody ever stop it? Did a teacher step in? Did a student, did a supervisor, principal, a parent? Who stepped in and stopped it? And how long did it take before someone did it? How bad did it get before it was there? And think about it, that as a kid, you still remember that to this day. So how big of an impact did it really play in your life? I know something that stuck with me is there was a 4th grade girl who was not very heavy when I was in 4th grade. And she would run down into the grass and the boys would shake and pretend there was an earthquake and fall over and yell earthquake and all this stuff. And how if it hurt her, and does she still remember to this day? Because if I do, she has to. And I never stopped it. And why didn't the teacher do it? Why didn't her parents? Or did she not tell anybody about it? What happened? What kind of effect did this have on this girl for the rest of her life? For a lot of victims, there's a lot of, things that follow them for the rest of their lives. They could have low self-esteem, difficulty in trusting others, lack of assertiveness, aggression, difficulty controlling anger, isolation. And these things could turn it around and make her, the victim, the bully. There's a lot of things like anger that can bring issues in class, and if it's not dealt with properly, it could make things worse. And we have to remember as teachers that we are setting that expectation. What are we doing in class that is making this a safe environment for students to learn? Are we protecting our students? Are we enabling other students to bully? If Johnny didn't bring his homework again, and I announced to the class, Johnny did not bring his homework again and again, what happened to Johnny? Did Johnny, I may not understand what's going on at home, and I just blurted it out to the whole class. Did his neighbor or his elbow partner start to make fun of him? Why did the whole class give him a hard time? Did Johnny feel like he met that expectation because I knew he wasn't going to do his homework? I met that. I knew that's what she was going to want me to do. So that's what I did. What expectation did I put? And just like how we put that expectations of their behaviors in class and how they should be prepared, how they should treat others, we need to remember we need to abide by those rules as well. We are the leaders within the classroom, and we need to definitely lead by example. What we also need to remember is not only in the classroom, but think of the teacher's lounge. Is there a teacher you've heard in there that, is talking poorly about about another student and saying how terrible he is? He never gets his homework done. The girl's too focused on boys, whatever it may be, but they're not doing anything to solve it. They're just complaining. That expectation, they're going back into that classroom and setting that. If you set that high expectation, kids are they're gonna try to reach for it, and if they get close, they're gonna try even harder. even if they're way off, at least they're shooting for something that's better than where they're at. You shoot low, they'll go low. Another thing with a lot of times with bullies, when the aggression, they may be being bullied by themselves. It could be from a sibling, it could be from a parent, it could be from another student, and they're just how they're transitioning it into aggression. And we need to deal with that as teachers. We need to not do it in front of the class, like calling out Johnny for not having his homework, but maybe pull him aside after everybody goes out to recess. Ask to have a meeting with his parents. There's so many ways we could stop and take a second and, why are you feeling this way? Why are you not getting your homework done, Johnny? Is there something I could do to help you? Because we want you to be successful. Stuff like that. And so where I'm going with all this is, just as we're taught to reflect on lessons, we need to reflect on how our interactions are with our students in class. So what I would like to do is create a journal where we can reflect on the day. Did I have a positive effect on my students? Did they leave my class feeling good? Did they leave my class knowing my expectations and they're going to strive to reach for them? If I shoot low expectations, like Johnny's not going to bring his homework tomorrow, then he's probably not going to bring his homework tomorrow. But maybe if we say, okay, Johnny, let's slow down and let's stay after school and I'll work with you a little bit. Let's do a couple here in class, and then at the end of the day, all you have to go home and do is these 2 more problems, just to kind of build that responsibility and you have that expectations. If he doesn't get it done, maybe he comes to school a little bit early and you can do it with him before he gets into class. There's all these different strategies we can come up with to help our students and be clear about that expectation we have. So just as like we want their behaviors to be clear and follow the rules, we need to follow those rules. We need to reflect, not just on our lessons, but on our behaviors as well. Thank you.